All of them, or I will hand you over to the guard. What a fool that Judas is.
Yes.
Not only does he hand over his Lord and Savior with a kiss, but for only 30 pieces of silver. And he was kind enough to return it to us. Did you see the look on his face? His demons are tearing his soul apart. I doubt he'll live through tomorrow. Anyway, this money cannot go back into the coffers. It's tainted with the sin of betrayal.
Never mind the blood money. Now that Passover is here, Jerusalem is full of thieves, charlatans, and even those who would attempt to overthrow us. They say we are pawns of Caesar. And now this Messiah is challenging our positions in the temple.
I agree. Nothing good has ever come from Nazareth.
That's right.
And nothing ever will. It's bad enough the Romans have Barabbas in Pilate's dungeon, that murdering heathen. But now we have to deal with these followers of Jesus.
Not for long. Begin the trial.
Yes, let us see the Nazarene.
Guard! Guard! Bring in the prisoner. Messiah.
Lord Caiaphas,
Yes.
I have heard that this man uses demons to drive out demons. Therefore, I say he is a sorcerer.
I recognize you. Your name is Peter, and you have also been with Jesus of Galilee.
Woman, I don't know what you're talking about.
And Rabbi, I've heard it said that he can walk on water. Calm the storm with his hand.
Magician.
Raise the dead back to life again. This can only be the work of Satan's power to deceive the masses and turn them against God and our authority.
And he has said that he can destroy the temple of God and then rebuild it in 3 days. 3 days!
3 days. That's impossible. That took King Herod the Great over 20 years to rebuild this temple.
This fellow was with Jesus of Nazareth.
I tell you, I don't know the man.
Is this true, Jesus? Are these accusations accurate? What is this testimony that these men are bringing against you? He refuses to answer.
He hides his tongue, Lord Caiaphas.
You see, we are the great Sanhedrin of Jerusalem. We see sin every day. That's what we do. We judge people by their sins. Why, I could point to anyone in this room and show you a sinner. But you, they say that you're different. They say that you're special. Some go as far as to say that you have never sinned a day in your life. I find that hard to believe. A man who associates himself with liars and thieves, murderers and prostitutes, never having sinned. Just who do you think you are? Do you think that you are better than anyone else? Do you think that you are better than me? I charge you, under the oath of the living God, are you the Christ, the very Son of God?
It is as you say, but I say to all of you that you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of the Almighty One and coming on the clouds of heaven.
Blasphemy!
Blasphemer! This man should be put to death.
We don't need any more witnesses. He spoke it out of his own mouth. Guards, return to your post.
Surely you are one of them. Your accent gives you away.
I swear to God, I don't know the man. I'm sorry.
All right, Messiah. If you are the Messiah, then prophesy to us. Tell us, who hit you? What are their names? I didn't think so. All right, you've heard the testimony. What's your verdict?
Guilty, Lord Caiaphas. This man should be put to death.
And you?
Crucify him!
Jesus of Nazareth, we find you guilty of the high crime of blasphemy against the temple. And for that, you will be put to death. We'll take him to Pilate in the morning. You see, with Rome in power now, we no longer have the authority to even put this man to death. But Pilate does. I have his ear.
Yes.
All right. We're finished with this Messiah. Guards! Remove this prisoner.
Hail!
King of the
Jews! Hail!
Jesus, you will die!
King of the Jews! Hail! King of the Jews!
Some Messiah.
Where are his followers now, Caiaphas.
Scattered to the hills, just like sheep without a shepherd. Every village has a Messiah. Tomorrow there will be one less. In 3 days' time, no one will remember his name. It is late. We must retire.
Dancing girls, come entertain us. Now, dancing girls. Excellent.
Uncle, I don't like these girls. They're not like the dancing girls we had in Caesarea Philippi.
What do you mean?
Can we get new ones?
Maybe later, nephew. Be gone. Your dancing doesn't uplift us anymore. Be gone. You bore us. Leave us. Guards, search the palace for any threats. There are no weapons allowed in King Herod's palace. Be thorough. Well, hurry. We don't have all day. Hurry. Well, Ariok report.
No weapons, Your Highness.
Excellent, Ariok. Back to your post. Good job. Slave, more wine. And some for my queen. Excellent. Hurry. Don't be so slow. Leave us to your post. So, who is this Jesus? Is he the ghost of John the Baptist? Maybe he's some prophet from the past come back to bother us. Why do people flock to him? It's these miracles. These miracles, they're witchcraft, I tell you.
Yeah, I agree.
Nevertheless, we'll dispose of them just like we did the Baptist. Isn't that so, my queen?
Surely you jest.
No.
Well, clearly you have forgotten in your drunken stupor, O pompous one, that it was I who dealt directly with the Baptist. Yes, I who had his head ordered on a silver platter for your birthday just 3 short years ago.
No.
Yes, you were were probably drunk then as well. However, you were nothing but a coward, afraid of your so-called oaths and your honored guests. I think you actually enjoyed listening to that madman who dined on honey and locusts and insulted me.
No.
And you did nothing to defend my honor or the crown. You're nothing but a puppet of Rome, Herod.
Perhaps, Your Majesty, wouldn't it have been better if you were wed to Uncle Philip instead?
Yes, my dear nephew. Yes, it would be. Had I not been violently abducted, called an adulteress, and taken by your Uncle Herod, yes, I would be much happier.
I don't know what's worse. Her insults or this cheap Jewish wine?
It's the wine.
Speaking of wine, more wine, slave. Harry, none for her. She's had enough, obviously. More for my fine fellows. Where was I since I was so rudely interrupted?
Oh, blathering on.
We were speaking of Rome, and this man, Jesus.
Ah, yes, Rome. This man, Pilate, he bothers me.
Bothers me too.
Trying to make me look incompetent. Why, he gains views with the favors. Ridiculous. What kind of man is this Pilate? What do you think his weakness is?
His weakness is vanity, Your Highness. Every man's weakness is vanity.
Yes. He doesn't want to judge these Jews for fear that they will loathe him.
Now this Jesus, he's caused these Jews to fall in love with him for the miracles he's performed and the truths that he speaks. And Pilate is not going to do anything cursed like that to cause trouble to their Messiah. And Pilate's doing the same thing with Barabbas, although they want Barabbas to kill their way out of the situation.
I like him, man.
The Jews look at him as a way to kill him out. They want to control their own destiny, leaving nothing to chance. Last of all, this Jesus running around preaching peace and love.
He's no.
He's no holy man. We need to move him out of our jurisdiction. Be done with it.
Exactly. I've come up with a plan. We are going to prove that Jesus is a fraud, send him back to Pilate to be judged, and Pilate will have no other obligation but to do his duty, fail these Jews once and for all.
As it should be.
That's an excellent plan. Let's do that right now. It's a good thing that I came up with that plan.
Excellent.
Yes. Let's do this right now. Guards, bring this Jesus before me. We will take care of this so we can go back to our festivities. Here it comes. Look at this. Look at them. Guys, go back to your post. I can deal with this person. Look at these rags. Oh, God, no king would walk around in rags. Look at you. You have holes. Walking around, hanging out with commoners. Messiah, a king. I will give you 3 chances to prove that you are a god. Turn this chalice into a solid gold with diamonds and rubies. Anybody can do that, right? Can you see this? Hurry, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I didn't think so. I didn't think you could do that. Maybe you could do something easy, like turn him into a donkey, and we will ride him around the palace. Can you do that? What fun that would be. Hurry. A donkey. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now, last chance. Make it thunder and lightning. Anyone can make it thunder and lightning that's a god, right? Hurry. I don't hear anything. Hurry, now. He's a fraud. Since you're a fraudulent king, even a fraud king needs to have a proper robe. Guards, Take him away. I've proven that he's a mortal man. He's not under my jurisdiction anymore. He's under Rome's jurisdiction. Be gone.
Look out.
Oh, God. Ridiculous. Dancing girls, come out and entertain us again. Hurry. Excellent. Back to our festivities. Wasting our time with a commoner. What a fraud.
Uncle, why are they
What?
still here?
What do you mean?
I told you I didn't like them.
No, you didn't.
You don't remember?
Oh yeah. Dancing girls, be gone. You bore us. You don't lift our spirits.
I like them. But they were lovely.
I'm tired of this. I'm going to the bathhouse. Guards, take them to the festivities. I'm leaving. Good night. Goodbye.
Temper. Well, imagine we are on our own to go and take care of the festivities. Shall we, gentlemen? Yes. Ma'am.
Situation here in Jerusalem. This province is like a stinking mud pit. There's 28 legions spread out throughout the empire. 3 in Britannia, 5 on the Rhine, 9 stretching the length of the Danube, 11 scattered throughout Arabia, Syria, Spain. But one, only one, this steaming cauldron of a province, Judea.
Yes, but it is 3 days' march away in Syria. Preview us. Have you received any dispatches from the governor of Syria on the status of his legions? No, sir. No?
3-day march. Pilot's sure to be in rare form. Here he comes. Look sharp.
Hail, pilot!
Hail, pilot! Welcome!
Uncle, you dare say me welcome! I've already been forced to make an all-night ride to Caesarea a week before the Passover as it is. It seems that Caiaphas and the Sanhedrin are running the city instead of me. We have an insurrection on our hands, and you say to me, welcome! Longinus, how many cohorts did I leave here in Jerusalem to keep order going to Passover this year?
2, sir.
Where are they?
Sir, we sent 1 cohort with Draconius to restore order of the city.
And the other?
The other we kept here to protect Antonia.
Protect Antonia. Longinus, how many years does it take to train a legion?
5 years, sir.
5 years to train the most powerful fighting force the world has ever known. We can conquer Carthage, Gaul, Britannia, Spain, but you two cannot keep together a bunch of religious fanatics because of one Jesus of Nazareth. My horse could have done a better job. To further exacerbate the situation and add to our embarrassment, we have a most distinguished guest in our presence, sent from Rome itself, Lucius Gaius Sejanus. You do us a great honor. I was about to introduce you as head of the Praetorian Guard, but I believe, Caligula, we've had a dispatch earlier this week that a promotion was in order.
Yes, sir.
You've been promoted to chief counsel to Tiberius himself. You do us a great honor. I should like to toast you by quoting Tacitus, one of our historians, who recently wrote of you, "The man who is close to Sejanus is a friend of the emperor."
But the emperor's not pleased. Tiberius has received reports on how poorly the province has been governed.
Ah, yes. No doubt by Caiaphas and his toadies, they've been reporting it for years. But you see, you can reassure the divine Tiberius by this time next year there will be no ineptitude of governing this province, because reasons for said ineptitude are going to be demoted to galley slaves!
Your Excellency, the Lady Claudia requests an audience.
Claudia? Brings you here this hour of the night?
Pilate, are you holding a Galilean prisoner within these walls?
Yes.
The carpenter's son called Jesus?
Yes, but I assure you it's no concern of yours.
But it has become my concern.
How so?
Tonight, I suffered greatly in a dream because of him. Pilate, he's innocent. Have nothing to do with that man.
It's a strange thing, my heart. I'm not aware of any mandates or orders sent down by Tiberius, where all of a sudden procurators take orders from their wives, curricula? I thought not.
Pilate, if you condemn that innocent man, Roman justice will be dealt a blow from which it will never recover!
Enough! You go too far, Claudia. You always go too far. And if this man can even influence Caesar's daughter, he must be dangerous. Leave us. Now.
Beware, my husband. If you condemn that Jesus, it will be recorded throughout history that he suffered under Pontius Pilate.
Women's fantasies. Mendoxius, you are a slave, are you not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Isn't the price of a slave these days in Jerusalem? A common slave. 30 pieces of silver?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Lucius Gaius Leonidas, Tribune of Tribunes, Legate of Legates, Legionnaire of Legionnaires, Pilate's aide in my absence. Did I or did I not hear correctly that this carpenter's son from Galilee, this Jesus who feigns himself, and I can barely bring myself to say it, the Son of God, and he was handed over to the members of the Sanhedrin by one of his own for the price of a common slave?
I could scarcely bring myself to believe it either, Excellency. These Jews, I cannot fathom these people. They're drunk with all these laws of their temple, laws of their one and only God. But there's one problem.
What's that, Leonidas?
It is not Lex Romana.
Lex Romana, law of Rome. But I must admit, as out of control as things appear to be, I couldn't have planned it better myself. Yet Jesus goes to the cross, though I found no fault in him, and Barabbas goes free to kill more of my officers. Longinus, how many of my officers are not here tonight? They're dead! And you were close to some of them. I told them to see to it yourselves. We have more trouble with this one Jewish God than we do the thousands of Rome. But how do I govern such people? I told them I wash my hands of the blood of this innocent man. You know what they said to David Oxford? They said, his blood be on us and our children. Gentlemen, we must ask ourselves the question, and I fear that the fate of the empire hinges on our reply. What if this Jesus is who he says he is? Rome's days are numbered. My days are numbered. We're going to send a dispatch immediately to His Eminence Elias Lamia, governor of Syria, requesting that he send a legion stationed there, post haste to Jerusalem. Tell him I'm very well aware it's a 3 days march. We must have the power of the legion to crush this Jewish revolt once and for all. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
When you send out the dispatch, make sure he goes by the western gate. The zealots are taking too keen an eye on our operations. Send out the real message by the eastern gate. No fanfare, not even a drum, no phalanx, no short sword. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
And tell him that he will not regret this favor for his old friend Pilate. Tell him that I will have order restored in the city by the end of the week. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Tiberius isn't pleased. That is where we govern such people. Gentlemen, let's proceed to Calvarius and see what happens to those who defy the authority of Rome.